Question number 6, Mark Mitchell.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Trade. What steps has the government taken to safeguard New Zealand's trade interests following the United Kingdom's vote to leave the EU?
Speaker.
The Honourable Murray McCully.
Mr Speaker, I reply on behalf of my colleague, the Minister of Trade. The government had sought and received assurances from the UK and the EU before Friday's referendum that the rules around New Zealand's trade access would not change until they had negotiated new arrangements with us. The process of discussions between the EU and the UK will likely take some considerable time, given the large number of issues to be worked through. The Prime Minister, ministers and senior officials will be visiting the UK and Europe in the coming months and will also be meeting with key decision makers on the margins of international meetings. They will continue to work closely with the United Kingdom and the European Union to ensure our trade interests are maintained and advanced.
Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Mark Mitchell.
Thank you. How will New Zealand's trading relationship with Britain be affected by the vote to leave the EU?
The Honourable Murray McCully.
Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Trade, not much will change in the short to medium term. New Zealand trades with the UK under an umbrella of rules and market access conditions which relate to the UK's EU membership. The UK remains a member of the EU for the moment, and they will need time to work through the implications of their decision to leave and put new trading arrangements in place. While there is no precedent for a member state exiting the EU, the framework of WTO rules provides safeguards for New Zealand market access and trade. The EU and the UK's WTO commitments set out our existing market access arrangements, including long-standing country-specific tariff quotas for New Zealand. If the UK and EU wish to change those arrangements, then WTO rules require them to notify us and to renegotiate with us.
Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Mark Mitchell.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Minister, what impact will the vote to leave the EU have on progress on the EU FTA?
The Honourable Murray
Speaker,
McCully.
on behalf of the Minister of Trade, while negotiations between the UK and Europe will command significant attention, we do not expect the timelines around a possible NZ-EU free trade agreement to be significantly affected. It has been evident for some considerable time that New Zealand would need to build stronger relationships across the entire EU membership in order to successfully conclude an FTA and to consolidate our relationship with the European Union generally. That is the strategy that ministers have been actively pursuing for some considerable time.
Question